It is one of those days when you feel you want to be healthy, you want to eat something nice and delicious and colorful, and there's no easier way to go than our sauteed vegetables. Today I'm going to show you how to saute your vegetables in a very simple and easy way, and you will enjoy them. I have a variety of vegetables here, bell peppers of course, yellow and red. I have some carrots, some green pepper here, onions, green beans, and of course some shredded chicken. As you can see, my pan is really hot. You want to have a wok or a frying pan if you're going to do this style of cooking. And what I'm going to do is put some oil, and I swirl it to make sure the oil sweeps all over the sides of the pan. And then I'm going to put a touch of butter. So as the butter is melting, I want to just season our chicken here with a touch of salt. And then give it a very quick swirl. The reason I started with chicken in the pan is because it's slightly tougher compared to the other vegetables. And then to this, I'm going to add some onions, just to build now flavor. This is an Asian style of cooking. Loads of fire, cooking for a very short time. So to this now, I'm going to add green beans. I love this. So this is going to take approximately 5 minutes, but as I'm sauteing my vegetables here, I have my boiling water here. I'm going to show you how to blanch vegetables and toast them in butter, and it'll be lovely. Same vegetables, different style of working with them. So to this, I'm going to add some carrots. As you can see, we are now building color. I'm loving it already. As you can see, our chicken is starting to turn golden. When you put the chicken first, you want it just to cook through. You don't want it to turn golden yet. You just want it to cook through and be soft and tender. So to this now, I'm going to add some red. I love it already. As you can see, we are maintaining the color, the red, the orange, the green, and the flavor from the butter. And then to this, the interval of adding the vegetables is approximately 30 seconds because you don't want to put everything at once. Instead, they'll just steam instead of just frying, because we want to stir fry them so they can cook very fast. So to this, we now add our yellow. I love it. I like it already. Then some green pepper now. Easy and simple. If you want to watch a movie and you want to snack, but snack healthy, this is a good way to go. So to this, I'm going to add a touch of garlic. And just keep tossing. Now, this is a style of cooking that you don't have to live there and go away to go somewhere. You have to be there all the time. It's going to take approximately 5 minutes for all our vegetables to be cooked through. But the beauty about it is the color. We are maintaining the color of our vegetables. Now, a sprinkle of salt. Season our vegetables. When they are cooked through, they should be soft and crunchy. As I'm cooking my vegetables here, you'll notice that our water here is steaming, it's boiling, like 100 degrees boiling, and that's where you want it. So I'll turn off my fire here and our vegetables are cooked through. Now for an Asian taste or Asian flavor, you would add a touch of soy sauce or Worcestershire sauce and you're good to go. For me, I will leave it at that because I have butter in there, I have onions, I have garlic, then the green pepper, so all those flavors coming together, it is enough for me. So our sauteed vegetables are already cooked through and ready to serve. And to finish off our beautiful mountain here of sauteed vegetables, I have some toasted simsim here. So I'm just going to sprinkle this to give me a touch of smokiness. In a space of 5 minutes, with an assortment of a variety of vegetables that you have in your kitchen, you can have yourself a delicious, healthy and nice looking plate of sauteed vegetables finished with a touch of simsim. If you wanted to make it a little Asian, a touch of soy sauce or Worcestershire will take you there. But for now, just as is, nice, delicious, from my kitchen to your kitchen. Remember, you don't have to be a professional for you to be professional. It's the chef once again, and we're doing something interesting. Like I said, I'm going back home in my village and I'm doing engeni. In my mother's language, they call it ebienanda. Oh, just sounds like the way it tastes. So it tastes the way it sounds. Remember that point? I love it. But anyway, this time, I'm going to do something to it. I have a mixture here, which I'm going to show you how I did, of course. But in this mixture, I have some flour, I have some cream, I have an egg in there, I have some baking flour, I have some coriander, and some milk just to get this beautiful, nice mixture and color. And to my fish here, like I said, it could be fish fillet of your choice. It could be tilapia, it could be Nile perch. I'm just going to season it with salt and pepper. A touch of pepper. Just make sure it's all coated. Just have my fish in there getting, I love the color already. It's already interesting. So, get your piece of meat, rather a piece of fish. Now just make sure you do not crowd your pan because you don't want it to stick to each other. You want it to have some cooking space. That's why I put just a few pieces in here. Let it cook. Still, you know, fish, cooking time for fish is approximately 8 to 10 minutes, depending on which style of cooking you're using. But of course, it doesn't have to be a whole fish. If it's a whole fish, it's going to take a little longer. Put an extra piece here. So while our fish is going here, of course, I'm going to make 2 rounds based on what I have here. I want to show you how I made this dip here, or my mixture of flour, to give me this beautiful color. All I did was get flour. Now in this case, my flour is seasoned with salt and pepper. Remember, we used this when we made the first style of fish. So put flour here. Now, because there's salt and pepper in here, I will not add salt and pepper, but I'm just showing you that the flour has to be seasoned with some salt, some pepper. Now, to give us the beautiful, nice yellow color, which will turn out to be the gold color on our fish, you hit a touch of turmeric. Just make sure it's all well mixed. Depending on the color you're looking for, of course. The more turmeric, the more color you get. So in this case, I'll just add a little more. And then to this, you add some cream, cooking cream of course. But just in case you don't have cream, you could add just some milk. Just use this spoon. Just make sure you mix all this. Now, because the flour is a lot, so we may need to put some more, but instead I'm going to use milk to turn it a bit loose. Now I'm going to pause a little bit because my fish here is cooked through. I need to take it out, but look at that color. So I'm going to put this here. Just let that extra oil dry off. So I'll leave them to rest there. Please don't get salivating. We're not yet ready to eat. Still cooking. So we've put here, to start with, flour that is seasoned with salt and some pepper. And then we added cream, mixed it very well. To make it a little loose as it is, we added some milk. And then to that, we have also added a pinch of baking flour, just to make it raise a little bit and give it body. And to finish it off is just a touch of coriander. And you are good to go. Simple as that. This is just creativity and innovation, just to make sure in the home when we're eating our fish, we can eat it different ways, different variety of ways of working with your fish, so we don't get fed up or tired. The reason sometimes, as parents, the reason your children always go and eat out in the neighbors, because you don't want them to do so, is because at the neighbor they'll find something different from what they usually have at home. So the best way is you can have fish like the first way we did it. You can also have it this way. It's crispy on the outside, and I'm sure inside is very, very juicy. But I mean, how much effort are we putting in here? Just a time of approximately 10 to 15 minutes. Cut of fish and whatever ingredient you have in the house. Be creative. I've always told you, you're only limited by what you know or what you have. So Don't be limited because you don't have anything. Whatever you have in the house, you can do something. Remember, you don't have to be professional for you to actually be professional. Look at this. All we did is get a fish, mix some flour with some milk, season it with salt and pepper, dip it into the oil, and we have something amazing like this. This is what I'm talking about. On the outside, it's crispy, nice, golden. On the inside, you can see it is soft, it is juicy, it is just delicious and amazing. Remember, it is the Cooking School Uganda, Chef Henry here. You don't have to be a professional to always be professional. Just keep watching the Chef on NBS. And if you're on Facebook, you can check out the Chef. If it's YouTube, you've missed any of these episodes, or you want to catch it again, just go on YouTube and check out the Chef. And you'll get all these details and you will love it all the way. I also want to ask something. All this while we've been doing something very interesting. I want to ask you, go in your kitchen in your time, get a camera, get your phone and record something or take pictures while you're cooking or the final product and share with me on my page. I will be very excited to see what you can do, what you have learned, but also to share with everybody else there what you have done. I want to probably give you one other way. This is emputa now. It could be emputa, it could be ngege, nail patch or tilapia. Choice is yours, it comes back to you. So again, I want to season it with salt. And then pepper. So I have my pan here. Of course, I've been cooking, so just the residue or the remaining oil in the pan is what I'm going to use. All I want is just to brown my fish a little bit. I don't want to overcook it. I just want to give it a browning on the outside. And this you can comfortably and easily do at home. Now, while my fish is browning there, I just want to show you, I'm going to make a sauce here in a professional language. It is called a roux or a white roux, which is what I'm going to show you how to make. And all you need is butter or margarine, some cream or milk, or both of them if you wanted to do half and half milk, half cream, some salt, some pepper, and a touch of flour. This is all you need to make your roux or your mixture that we are going to use to serve today. But our fish is browning here, as I said. Before I make the roux, I just want to make something very interesting because I would like to tint or put a little color into my sauce. So, and I know here on the show we have learned how to work with these guys. So when I start cutting like this, I'm sure familiar with this style. Take this out. Yes, this would be enough. Just want to get beautiful, nice tubes. Yellow here, and well, I need to keep an eye on my fish. Aha, that is what I'm looking for. So yeah, pick another one, a red one. So I have some yellow and I have some red. Just to make sure. I'm going to make my roux here. My fish, just turn off the fire. As you can see, just browned a little bit, but cooked through. I don't want it to overcook because I'm going to do it again. But I'm going to tint it with the color of the sauce, so all this may not be very, very visible. So our fish is well browned. So our fish almost cooked through. We have our tint here. Now I'm going to mix to make a roux, like I said. Professionally, it is called a roux. It could be a white roux or a brown roux. You need some butter. You melt your butter. And then after the butter is melted, we're going to add some flour. Just make sure all the lumps are out. Then to this, add some cream. Continue cooking. Of course, how much cream, how much milk, how much of this sauce you're going to make is going to entirely depend on how much food you're cooking or how much fish you have. Just a little bit more. Now this is going to be very rich because it has fish, it has butter in there, it has got cream in there, it has got milk in there. So the protein content is very high. So to this, I'm going to add some salt. Some pepper. Just continue whisking. It doesn't have to be on the fire for a long time. Now to this, just to finish it off, because right now it's ready and cooked through, I'm going to put some red. And to the red, I'm also going to add some yellow. And then put our fish back. Just make sure it's all coated into the cream. It's a very heavy cream. I love this. I love this. So I'm going to give it approximately a minute so the fish can warm up, pick the flavors of butter and the cream, and of course the yellow that you can see and the red. So I spared this little yellow here just for my garnish. I have some fresh coriander here. Not a lot, but still also for a garnish. Just like that. I don't know if you're ready for this. So add some red, some of that color over there, a bit of yellow, freshness, and of course a touch of green, just to give you that nice, beautiful freshness. fish fillet done in a cream or in a white cream, of course, with salt and pepper, flour, milk, and cream. So before I dig in, I want to appreciate the Cooking School Uganda for making sure that all these cooking techniques and styles come your way. Remember, you don't have to be a professional for you to be professional. NBS Orays anytime. Tune in. If you're on Facebook, like the page, The Chef Henry, or you can follow us on Twitter or even on YouTube if you missed any episodes, and you can catch up with all these. Now, fish is very healthy, very delicious, and you can have it in different and various ways.